It's time for Ryan's Roses as a public service. Let's get into it. The email came to us from Fullerton. It says, Ryan and Ellen, my boyfriend went to a party with his frat buddies. I couldn't make it. I had to work. Well, I heard from some of the people that he got super wasted and hooked up with some girl at the party.
Oh, no.
It's funny because when I asked him how the party was, he said it was okay and that he didn't really drink. The people that saw him with the other girls say that they were both acting like they knew each other, so she isn't just a stranger he happened to meet at this party. I want to know what's true. Angelica, thanks for coming on with us. How are you?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm all right. I mean, it's bad, but I'm okay.
Hey, why didn't you go to the frat party with him?
Well, I had to work. Somebody called in sick, so I meant to go to the party. Like, I was supposed to go, but then I had to work last minute, so I didn't end up going, and then that's when everything happened.
What is supposed to happen at frat parties? Isn't this kind of thing supposed to happen?
I know you're just supposed to drink and, you can dance, but, you're not supposed to hook up with somebody if you've got a girlfriend.
Of course not. Now, either these friends have it out for you, and they just want you to believe something is not true,
I don't think
or
so.
it really happened.
It's too many people were telling me they saw him.
Here's the thing. It's also interesting because it says here that he got super drunk, but then he says to you he didn't really drink. So he's lying about that and potentially lying about hooking up with some girl.
Yeah, he said that, the party was nothing for him, and he was like, oh, and I just came home, but he definitely they all saw him. They all told me that. So that's.
Do you know the girl?
No, I don't know who it is. That's what I want to know.
Does he lie to you all the time?
I don't think so, but maybe now that if I don't, maybe I don't have a good lie detector when it comes to him. I don't know.
Was he pressured into hooking up because of all these other buddies that were there? I mean, right?
I don't know. He's got a couple of friends who are a really bad influence, like some bad dudes,
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's possible too. I don't even know. That's why I wanted to call you guys to figure this out.
I was going to reveal the campus and the fraternity, but I think we won't.
Was it?
I think we won't.
Is he a beta?
I think we won't.
All right.
I think let's just keep that anonymous for the moment. Angelica, how long have you been together with this guy?
We've been together a year.
Okay. Hang on for 1 second.
Okay.
I mean, come on.
Please.
The stakes are not that high.
Yeah.
And with no disrespect to a relationship there, they've been together for a year.
Right.
They're still in school. They're sorting things out. I mean, that's what happens. You sort things out. He goes to a frat party.
Yeah.
You're in college. This sort of tumultuous stuff happens.
Right.
And it's kind of like sowing your oats.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
I mean, things happen like this to me in college, and this is when you learn. This is when you form who you are.
Is your message then just don't date anyone steadily in college because it only ends in heartbreak?
No, my message isn't that. That's way too extreme for someone like me in the relationship category.
All right.
But my question is, are we going to make this phone call?
Oh.
I mean, we do this how sparingly? And there are people in marriages with kids.
I would like
stakes.
to know personally if he did get wasted and hook up with the other girl.
And
I would like to know who she is and why he was with her.
So you think we just make the call anyway?
Yeah. Please.
There have to be more.
No, there doesn't.
I don't want to say important.
Maybe sometimes.
But higher stakes situations where people are just really going nuts, not knowing what's going on.
There are. Let's take a break from that and go this way.
All right. We'll do that next.
Just for one.
So, Angelica, we're going to offer him some roses and try and see who he sends them to. Angelica does not know the name of the other girl, but a lot of different things could be happening here. So, Patty's going to offer him some roses. We want to find out who he sends them to and then what he puts on the card.
Okay.
Right. Good luck.
I know.
Are you in love with him?
Yeah, of course. I thought we were
You just want to find out the truth, to find out if you've been duped.
Well, because if he's been lying about this, he's been lying about other things too, and I didn't see it. And so then I'm really stupid.
But I just want you to know that I once walked in on a high school girlfriend with someone else when I drove to the campus. So just so you know.
It's the worst. It's
Not a good feeling. I turned around and drove home and listened to Motown.
Whatever you got to do.
I once went to frat boy's room waiting for him, and he never came home.
So we're just saying that this stuff isn't uncommon in college. But anyway, let's call him, okay?
Okay.
Hello.
Hi, may I speak to Jonathan?
This is Jonathan. Jonathan, hi, my name's Patty. I'm calling from Rosie's Flowers. How are you?
I'm okay. How you doing?
Hi, I'm sorry to call you this early, but I'm actually calling you with some good news. You've been chosen to receive a free dozen roses. They're completely free, and you can send them to whoever you want this morning at no charge. Like I said, they're completely free, including the delivery. And all you have to do is just give me the name of the person you want to send them to. You can write a nice, beautiful note that I include on the bouquet. And they get delivered today before 6 o'clock this afternoon.
Yeah, I don't know why I would be getting free flowers. I don't even, like, it's early. What? I don't even understand what's going on. Like, what do you mean?
Well, I'm calling five people today here in Fullerton, and I'm offering them the chance to send free roses to anybody they want today at no charge, including delivery. I am doing the end of summer sale, and that includes my promotion. And I would love for you to take advantage of it.
All right. I don't want to, like, spend any money, though.
No, you're not going to spend any money at all.
No.
No charge to you. It's completely free.
I mean, I'll just give you the name, and then that way I'm not giving any credit cards or anything like that.
No, you're not.
Okay. All right. So you need the name of the person, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Okay. I'd like to send them to Angelica.
Okay. And what do you want to put on the note?
Just, I love you very much. Love, Jonathan. I think that's good.
That's perfect. Actually.
And Jonathan, it's Ryan Seacrest and Ellen Kay. Your voice is being broadcast on the radio, and Angelica is on the phone with us right now on the other line. She wants to know what was going on at this frat party. She told us that she got reports that you were super drunk and you hooked up with another girl while you were there. Did you?
All right. I'm totally confused now. Like this, I'm on the radio.
Your voice is being broadcast on the radio.
Yeah.
But the important thing is, did you go? And if you did, you did. Look, you're in college and she knows about it anyway. So you went to this frat party. You had a few too many. I'm sure your buddies pressured you and you hooked up with some other girl. Is that right?
No, I didn't. I didn't hook up with any other girl. I just went to a party. I didn't even drink.
But John, the problem is
multiple reports that say otherwise.
Angelica had friends that were there, and that's the problem. And so she knows that you had a few and that you hooked up with some girl. Who was the other girl?
Look, I'm telling you, I didn't hook up with any other girl.
Jonathan, we've all been there. All of
us. I mean, I was
all
cheated on in college. Ellen, you were too?
Yeah, my frat boy party boyfriend never
came home. But I think the most important thing is just, look, you were already seen doing it, so just fess up. So who was the girl?
There's no other girl. I didn't even drink. I don't know who's giving.
But what about these reports that came back?
Everybody said they saw you. So if they saw you, who would they see you with? Like, who was she? Everybody said that you were with somebody. There's no reason why they would all make that up. Who is she?
Okay, look. There was a girl.
Yeah.
That came to the party, but I don't really know her.
Well,
she just came there.
Came there because you
didn't hook
asked her to go there?
hook up with her. I didn't hook up with her at all.
Well, why are these reports coming back?
I mean, I may have kissed her, but
what's her name?
I didn't hook up with her. I didn't do anything else other than that. I just a simple kiss.
It's not
that was
thing, a simple kiss. That's cheating.
So, Jonathan, you did hook up with another girl. I mean, that constitute as a problem.
Do you know her name?
I don't.
Your credibility's sinking, bro. Mm-hmm. It's sinking.
I just think I don't even know this girl.
But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The point is, you told us and your girlfriend you didn't, and you did, and so credibility is lost here. So she has every right to be upset with you.
I just kissed her. I didn't hook up with her. I just kissed her.
No, but to me, then here's the question. In my mind, kissing is hooking up. Like, It's also doing other things. But in my mind, like, I would say, hey, did you hook up with her? Yeah. Okay, that means I made out with her. What is the definition of hooking up? And it doesn't matter. You kissed her. You're not supposed to do that.
It's a violation.
That's not how it's supposed to work. So Angelica has every right to be upset with you. Even though you sent her the flowers, you're messing around on her. Angelica, we're going to have to move on, but what's your reaction to this?
Oh, it just hurts. It just sucks. sucks. He
At least
sucks.
now you know you have your facts.
Yeah. I'm going to let both of you go to work it out on campus, okay?
Yeah.
All right, good luck. Good luck. So she had a hunch he was lying about this, and there are other things.
Mm-hmm.
The two of them should not be in a relationship right now.
Not at all.
It's just not the right time.
She doesn't even. I don't feel the emotion.
Gather around. It's time for Ryan's Roses as a public service. What's going down in your relationship? Something's off, something you can't figure out, something you can't get to the bottom of. Send us an email at kissfm.com, and we'll go through it and see if we want to go on the air. Here's where we are.
By the way,
yeah,
every time you say that, here's where we are. I'm always shocked that there's always another situation.
Well, listen to this one. My husband was diagnosed with a medical condition. This was about 3 months ago. He told me that he had to see his doctor once a week to get his vitals taken. I mean, you see where this is going.
I mean,
So that's the excuse? Anyway, I was obviously concerned and even started changing our diet at home, but now I'm thinking he's lying to me about it. I don't even think he's going to the doctor like he claims at all. I found some receipts in his wallet from lunches that are at times he claims to be at the doctor's office.
Okay.
Can't imagine he would lie about something like this. It's just sickening. I'm torn. I need some help.
If you're in a marriage and you get news like that, you're at the doctor with your spouse and you're worried to death and you are living to find out how you can help that person.
Yeah, but just like the thought of using that as an excuse is such diabolical karma.
Mm-hmm.
Let me grab Christine. Christine, I mean, you know this guy, your husband's character. You really think he's capable of lying about something like a medical condition to cheat?
I do. I've been with for so long. This place that we're living in, I don't have any girlfriends. He has friends that he goes to the bar with, and that's fine and stuff. And we've never really had problems with trust, but.
Yeah.
Did he tell you what the medical condition is, or?
He did. He told me that it was high blood pressure and that he had to go to the doctor and get it checked, like, regularly, like, every so often. And so he would have these scheduled times that he would leave and tell me that he was going to the doctor.
Okay. How long have you been married?
15 years.
15 years. Kids?
Yep, 3.
3 kids. 15 years, 3 kids. That's a lot of history. We don't need any more information. Christine on the line, married 15 years, 3 kids. She says her husband was diagnosed with a medical condition, but now she thinks that he's lying about having to go to the doctor every week to have his vitals checked. You found receipts from lunches during doctor's appointment times. Anything else? Like, did you find anything else that would make you think he's seeing a woman during the times of his doctor's appointments?
Well, I mean, the only thing is that obviously the receipts were food for 2. Like, he wasn't eating alone, and I just feel like, I don't know. I just feel like I've never had this problem before with him, and I'm not sure, if he's capable of lying, but I feel like, he's distancing himself further away from me.
Okay. We're going to bring Patty in. Patty's going to offer him some roses. Here's the thing. Patty's going to offer him some flowers, and we want to find out who he sends them to and then what he writes on the card, okay?
Okay.
All right. I need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and then whatever his name is on Kiss FM.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Brian, I have permission for you to call him on Kiss FM.
What's his name? Okay. We're going to call him now. All right. Let's give him a call.
Hello.
Hi, may I speak to Sean?
Speaking.
Sean, hi, my name is Patty. I'm calling from Parties and Flowers.
Okay.
Hello?
How can I help you?
I'm calling because you've been chosen to receive a free dozen roses. They're completely free, and you can send them to whoever you want today at no charge. I'm also including free delivery as well. And like I said, you can send them to whoever you want today. And we're also including a nice note. You get free 12 beautiful roses in red roses. And
Okay.
They get delivered today by 6 p.m. to wherever you want to send them.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, why not?
Okay, so let's start with just the basic information. Who do you want to send these to?
The first name is going to be Lily.
Lily? And what do you want to...
Is Lily.
Sean, I need you to know that your voice is being broadcast on the radio. Christine, your voice is also on the radio. Please be aware of your language. Sean, it's Ryan Seacrest and Ellen Kay.
Hi, Sean.
Your wife has asked us to call you because she thinks that you don't have a medical condition and you're not going to see a doctor. You're seeing another woman. Who is Lily?
Who is Lily? You're sending her roses? Who is this? Who is this? Are you serious? We've been married 15 years.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. Like,
No,
You just
said
sent flowers to Lily. What were you going to say on the note?
No, you misunderstood me. I said I wanted the flowers to be Lily.
Oh my God, you are so full
Sean,
of it. Seriously?
Sean,
Oh,
just stop.
my God.
Just stop now. Are you having an affair? Are you seeing another woman when you're allegedly at the doctor's office? We have receipts from you at lunch with a woman. What's the story?
No. I have high blood pressure. I just go out to lunch after the doctor. That's all it is.
Who do you go to lunch with?
Yeah, because the receipts are not just for you. There's food there for more than one person.
Well, that's just because we eat like stuff I don't like at home
Who's
anymore.
we?
So
Oh
I
my
get a
God.
lot of food.
Sean, who are you seeing for lunch?
I'm not seeing it. I'm seeing myself.
Who's
for
Lily?
lunch.
Where do you know Lily from, and what were you
I
going
don't
to say
know
on the
Lily. I
card?
know-
You're such a liar.
No.
Seriously, you are such a liar. Like, I can't believe this. I
Christine,
can't believe this. After 15 years, you're going to send roses to some woman. I have no idea where you met her.
I don't know what you think you heard, but it's not.
Oh, really? Okay, because you didn't say, I'll send the roses to Lily.
Sean, you're giving me high blood pressure listening to these lies. You are sending the flowers to another woman. Who is Lily?
It's not. The Lily's not anyone. It's not. It doesn't exist.
Dude, come on. I'm sitting here. I just heard you
You are-
say it.
Sean, why do you want to be a liar?
I'm not a liar.
You had me worried, sick. You going to the doctor, and every time you went to an appointment, I was just on my toes waiting for you to come back and tell me that everything was okay.
It's not what. It's whatever. It's not what you sound like it is.
It's not what it sounds like
No.
it is.
Oh,
You sound like an idiot. Oh my God.
No, it's like I said. It's you just. You didn't hear right.
we did.
Oh,
Sean, we
yeah,
did
we
misunderstand.
did.
You clearly said that we could
We're
probably
wasting
have
our
time to pull
time.
it back up by now.
Yeah.
The first name is Lily. Sean, we're going in circles. Your wife believes you're cheating on her. Your wife believes you're lying about this medical condition and these doctor's appointments. So something is off in your relationship, and now you've sent flowers to a woman named Lily. Clearly, there's something going on. So you probably should stop spinning and start telling the truth.
It's nothing that I want to broadcast on the radio. Like I think this is between my
then
wife.
it's fine. I'll take
promise
you
you'll
off
tell
the air.
You and me anymore.
I'll take you both off the air.
Thank you.
And we'll move on. But let me just pop Christine back. Christine, look, you got a real situation here because your husband, you just heard what he said. I mean, there's no denying he was going to send these flowers to somebody else. Now you need to find out who she is and really investigate. I would find out if this doctor, get the doctor, go to the
Yeah.
doctor's office and find out the records if he's going to see the doctor, okay?
Okay.
Ugh. He makes me so mad.
I'm like winded. Ryan's Roses. It says, Ryan, Ellen, my fiance thinks he lost his iPad and he actually just left it in my car. I started to go through it and found some text messages between him and a female friend of his. The texts are not sexual, but he talks to her a lot every single day, more than he talks to me. He talks about his favorite show, our favorite show.
Oh.
The other night she was at a concert and she sent him a video of the band playing one of my fiance's favorite songs saying, "Don't you wish you were here?" Don't know what to think, but I'm sure there's a problem here. Claudia is on the line, and Pico Rivera. Let's get to that now. Claudia, songs are very, they're coveted connections, wouldn't you say? So what was the song?
It's a song called Banquet, and it's by Block Party. It's just a really cool song, actually.
Right. So sharing a song, by the way, with somebody is a problem. You know what I mean? That's a
Yeah.
coveted connection, you know?
I feel like that's really intimate.
Of course.
It's an intimate thing to do, right?
Yeah, of course. How long you guys been together?
Well, we've been engaged for 3 years.
Why
What's-
such a
what's
long?
taking so long?
Yeah.
I mean, I want to get married. I'm ready, and
Why is it taking 3 years?
I keep trying to ask him that, and he just won't plan it
A
with
lot
me.
of times it's
and he won't get
financial.
on board.
A lot of times it's financial. Is that the case?
Yeah, but there's so many ways to do it. There's all these DIY stuff and things that you can do on a budget for sure, and still have a beautiful ceremony and everything, and have what you want.
Right.
I don't think that's the issue.
So they text back and forth, but it's nothing provocative, right? There's no like sexting going on.
No, it's not sexual. It's not. It's just so often. It's so frequent, and they share little details together about their life and things that they like. It's just constant. You know, like they talk more than he and I do. They text more than we do.
Is it playful as well?
Oh yeah.
What's her name?
Liz.
Liz. Okay. But no kids, not married yet, right?
Oh no, we don't have kids. No.
Okay. All right, so, well, let's bring Patty in and try and find out what's going on, okay?
Okay.
Patty?
I'm ready.
Okay. Patty's going to call your fiance, offer him some roses. We want to find out who he sends them to and then also what he writes on the card, okay? But Liz is the name that we're writing down here. Claudia, I need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call whatever his name is on Kiss FM.
Ryan, you have my total permission to call on Kiss FM.
All right. Here we go. No kids, no marriage. So,
Nope.
All right. Good luck, sweetheart.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Jerry?
Speaking.
Jerry, hi, my name is Patty, and I'm calling from Flowers for All. Flowers for All. And I'm calling because you've been chosen to receive a free dozen roses. They're completely free today. And I know you would love taking advantage of this offer. I'm also adding free delivery, like I said, at no charge to you. All I'm asking is to just go ahead and refer me to your friends and family. I just opened my flower shop here in Pico Rivera, and I think it will be a good opportunity for me to promote by doing this free promotion today.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's a dozen roses. They come in they get delivered, and they're really fresh. And the person who gets them they're gonna love the flowers. They're beautiful.
Okay.
So just let me know who you want to send them to, and we write a nice note and give me the address, and they go on their way.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'd like to send some roses to my fiance Claudia.
Claudia.
Yeah, her name is Claudia, Claudia.
Got it. And what do you want to put on the note?
Just happy Monday from your fiance.
Happy Monday. And what time do you want these delivered?
You do like same day, like today, right?
Yeah, they will get.
Hey, Jerry, it's Ryan Seacrest and Ellen Kay.
Hi,
Your
Jerry.
voice is being broadcast on the radio. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Your fiance Claudia is on the line.
Yeah.
And she wanted to say a few things. One of which is Liz. What is your relationship with this woman, Liz?
Liz.
Yeah.
What?
Well, you guys text a lot. There's a song
Yeah.
you connect with. Is Liz?
Oh, first of all, there's some good news.
Well,
Claudia found your iPad.
and she hasn't told you yet.
Oh.
Well, she's been reading your text. So, what is? There's a lot of frequent texts from Liz. What's the relationship with Liz?
There's no relationship. She's my friend.
Okay, Claudia, will you tell Jerry what you're concerned about, please?
Jerry, I mean, come on. Just tell me if there's something going on. I had a feeling that something's going on with you and Liz. And is she the reason why we haven't just gotten married. Like, it's been a very long engagement, and I'm ready to be married to you. And is Liz the reason why?
We have a very wrong text that's sent from you to Liz. Can you explain this?
I don't know what to explain.
It's very provocative.
I've done nothing wrong.
Well, it's very provocative.
Oh, okay. Well, this is like talking to one of the dudes. It's like, you get down and dirty. That's it.
Oh, she's
Right.
like your bro?
So I'm making this up, actually. So what do you mean by down and dirty? We don't have a provocative text. What do you mean by that?
We talk about, everything.
But why do you talk so frequently?
Why
I
don't you
think
go
that's
find a
problem.
guy friend to hang with, and like a real dude, not this dude?
Because she works with us. Like,
Right.
We all talk, and I don't know, it's just something we do. There's nothing wrong. I mean, she can read all my texts. She knows there's nothing going on. Obviously, she read them all. Come on.
But Jerry, I mean,
Yeah.
frequent text and sharing a song together, that's not great when you're about to get married. You know what I mean?
No, but if it were a guy, would it be any different? No.
Yeah, it'd be a lot different.
Yeah, it would be totally different. It would be a guy bonding with a guy.
Oh.
So
Liz
Jerry,
doesn't even like men. Liz doesn't even like men.
Oh.
What is what does she like?
She likes women.
Okay.
Oh, so now that makes it okay. Now
Well, it just changes this call a little bit. Ellen actually made me call you. So I kind of had a feeling that Liz liked girls. But Ellen, when you forced me to call Jerry, you said
it's
what?
Always my
But
I
you
said you have to call because we need to straighten this out for Claudia.
Right.
As a listener and a public service.
Jerry, are you cheating on your fiance?
No, I'm not cheating on my fiance.
But are you flirting with Liz?
No.
Here's the thing. You cannot have a frequent texting relationship and bond over, pop songs or songs with another woman, especially right before you're going to get married. It's just a problem. You know what I mean?
Are you having cold feet and maybe this is like a diversion or something?
Out?
What? No way. I'll marry her right now. Like, she's supposed to plan the wedding.
Why don't we take a break?
I don't think you do it right now.
I got 30
We don't want to be your witnesses either.
I can't do it now. Bro.
Yeah.
How you feel about Tuesday, at 7:10? Because that'd be a great bit.
Let's do it. Yeah, let's do it. We can do it in my backyard. Let's do it in my backyard.
Claudia, do you feel...
You'll be the guest of honor.
I can't wait. Claudia, do you feel better about this or not?
I mean, I guess I'm a little still very confused about why I had no idea about Liz being gay and...
Or Liz being
what?
Liz, like that she's on the iPad.
But you must feel better about it, right?
I mean, I feel better because I know he's not going to leave me, and that's not even an option because it's
this
not
is
an
what
option.
I feel not good about.
Well, I think
The
he's
card.
lying. I think he's lying.
To Claudia, happy Monday from your fiancé.
Right.
That doesn't sound like someone who loves you to pieces and wants to marry you on
Ellen,
Tuesday.
I don't
Yes,
think
Ramon.
I don't think Liz is a lesbian.
I get a call from a random stranger saying, "Hey, you got flowers." It's like, okay. Well,
If you're going to send him to your fiancé, why not express how you
You guys
feel?
are missing the headline. Liz is not a lesbian.
Oh, okay.
Tanya, do you agree?
I agree.
Right? I think he's just saying that to get out of this call.
Cover up.
Yeah. Well, it's a perfect out.
I just want to be clear. I didn't say that, Ryan. Ryan, you said
But
it.
you made me call.
I made you
Jerry.
call. I did make
so
you
just
call.
So, yes, and I don't think that she's a lesbian. I think Jerry's making that up. Claudia?
You want me to come over and say,
No. I'm not dressed. I'm not dressed for you. So, Jerry, we're going to let you go. Claudia, you got some more information here, better than when we started, and you got to make a decision. Okay?
A decision? We live together.
Yeah, just decide if you're the guy.
Ridiculous.
All right, guys, good luck. We're going to let you go. Has anyone ever
Why is
grunted
Tanya
as much as Jerry? Jerry grunted 3 or 4
Why
5
is Tanya
times.
laughing so hard?
Tanya, do you? It's not just me. I think he's saying that just to get out of this.
Oh, that's like the second he said that, I was like, lie.
Right. So the question is Liz a lesbian? I mean, that's the big question.
I just don't like the card either.
Well,
from your
Patty?
fiancé.
Yes,
Can we find Liz?
we can try.
Oh, that
Good
doesn't
one.
sound hopeful.
I mean,
All
I don't
right,
even know
thanks
where
for
to
the
begin.
enthusiasm.
I don't even know where to begin.
Well, you begin with calling Jerry back and getting Liz's number.
Claudia has her number.
Oh, great. See, look at us.
Oh, see?
We're piecing this together.
We are Einstein.
We should be a real show.
Stand by.
Ryan's Roses. So it says, Ryan and Ellen, my husband is a handyman, and he had a job this summer at a woman's house near where we live. A friend of mine knows this woman and warned me that he took the job. She said, look out for this woman.
Oh.
So he finished the job a few weeks ago. He installed a door. And the other day I drove by and I saw his car there. I asked him about it. He said the door was sticking, so he needed to tweak it. So he's back there again. And she might have more work for him to do in the future. She says, I'm so uncomfortable with this. My friend warned me. And when I saw his car there, I knew something was up.
Well, here's the thing about hiring a handyman. They have to do a great job because of all the reviews online. And so most of them are super thorough. They really want to do a good job for you. So they get the good reviews so that you will recommend them, and then they get more stars and ratings.
But let me tell you, there is, with two warm human bodies, there's just an interesting dynamic when you're in the same room and it's totally quiet. I had, truth be known, a handyman over the other day fixing my microwave.
Okay.
And he's an older guy, probably late 60s. Gray hair. It was a striped light blue shirt. It was almost sheer. A pair of Wrangler jeans and some dark boots with strings, not slip-ons.
I didn't know you were so observant.
Well, he was he was in my space.
Oh, I see.
So I was in the kitchen. He was in the kitchen. It's just awkward.
Well, he's the one fixing the microwave. Why didn't you move?
I wanted to eat.
Oh, okay.
And it was time for me to eat.
Oh.
And so, obviously, he's not my thing, and nothing happened.
Yeah.
But you could understand if that was a different scenario, a different situation. They're just two human beings that, what happens in that confined space with total silence and no one else looking? I think you've asked yourself this.
Well, I never have, but maybe some have.
But Julie is concerned about this very issue. Julie, I guess, thank you for coming on with us, but I guess there's a fine line here between being able to just trust. Look, this is what your husband does for a living, so he's in other people's spaces and places, and there's this fine line between trusting him to do his job and then being suspicious of something going on. Do you think that is he the kind of guy that would cheat on you, or do you think that this other woman is coming after him?
No, I mean, a while ago, when we were dating, there was definitely like a situation that happened, but we took care of it, and this is before we were married. The thing that worries me is that my friend who knows her, let me know to be careful. And she said, just be careful with her, look out, because she's kind of sneaky. And we're neighbors, so, it's not that I'm nosy, it's just kind of obvious when I go out. I see that she has different guys over, so whether she's dating them, or they're serious or whatever, it was concerning when I drove by and I saw his car, and he didn't let me know that he was going to be there. And so when I asked him, he told me,
holes in the story.
Oh, well, I had to fix whatever, the door, and I don't know, it's just a little weird. It's weird to me. I feel a little uncomfortable about it. Given that my friend told me to be careful with her.
I guess, whether it be handyman or a massage therapist, you could this.
That would come to your house?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Similar type of thing. I mean,
Right.
talk about
that touching you.
without clothes.
Yeah.
And you might be naked too. No. But I mean,
All right.
when you get a massage, you go naked, yeah?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
I went to, this was about 2 months ago.
Yeah.
I was in a spa and they gave me paper panties.
Oh, you don't wear them.
No, they
They're
told
more
me to wear them.
uncomfortable, but those are more uncomfortable than just being naked.
But you're not, this place didn't want you to be naked.
Oh, I see.
Most places are cool with it.
I've never seen the paper panties.
I kept them. You can reuse.
Good for you.
Anyway, Julia, how long have you been married?
2 years, but we were dating for 6, so,
Okay.
it's been some time.
Do you have some kids?
No, we don't have kids.
Okay. We're going to have Tanya in for Patty. Call your husband, offer him some roses, and find out who he sends them to and what he puts on the card, okay?
Okay.
All right. Hang on for 1 second here. I need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and then whatever his name is on Kiss FM.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Ryan, you have my permission to call on Kiss FM.
Okay, swear. Good luck. Here we go.
Hello.
Hi, is this Omar?
This is Omar.
Hi, Omar. My name is Tanya, and I'm calling from Enchanted Florist. How are you today?
I'm all right. How you doing?
I'm really good, thanks. I was just calling because I wanted to offer you a free dozen roses. I have a new flower shop. It's called Enchanted Florist, like I told you before, and it's free of charge. All I need is a name and a note that you want to send, and I'll get into them by the end of the day.
Okay, so I don't have to give you, like, a credit card number or anything like that?
Nope, just a name and a note. That's it.
Oh, shoot. All right, then. Let's see. Can you make it out to Savannah?
Savannah? Of course.
Yeah.
And what did you want to put on the note?
Can you write thanks for everything? Can you do, like, emoticons? Can you do, like, little winky face emoticon on that?
Yes, of course.
Awesome.
Omar, it's Ryan Seacrest and Ellen Kay.
Hi, Omar.
Your voice is being broadcast on the radio. Your wife, Julia's on the phone, and she now knows that you're cheating on her with Savannah. What is going on, and why do you keep going back to her house? And why that note? Why that letter?
The emoticons.
Why the emoticons?
Gross.
And why did you send flowers to another woman, this woman who you've been going to work on her door and other things for? What's going on, Omar?
Are you kidding me?
Omar,
No,
your wife
not.
Julia's on the
I
phone
can't.
right now.
Julia,
I don't know
you
what.
really going to tell our business to the...
Well, Omar, you're
Well,
cheating on your
Omar,
wife with Savannah.
I'm not cheating.
Omar,
on my
you're
wife.
You just
cheating
sent
on
her
your
the
wa-
flowers
and-
with the emoji winky
And
face.
thanks for everything. And by the way, not even a thought about your wife.
Look, like I just do, I do handiwork stuff for her, all right?
Yeah, but so
It's been, Julia, you know, baby, it's been a slow summer, all right? And I installed a few doors for her a couple of months ago, and I just had to.
But
go
you were
fix
back,
it.
Omar. You were back at our house.
Her flowers?
Yeah, and you were back at our house. Your car was in the driveway again. I mean, come on, Omar. Why are you? Why don't you just be upfront with your wife?
In this business, you got to stand by your work, and if something goes wrong, you have to go and fix it.
But Omar,
right?
you don't
So
send
just-
flowers to another woman when you're married. Come on. I mean, Ellen, am I off base here?
You're not off
Look,
base at
they
all.
They were professional. It was a professional thank you
You
gift.
put a
for all of
winky
the
face
future.
emoji, Omar. You don't do that with someone that you're not flirting with.
Well, I just get along with my clients that way,
No,
all right?
no, Omar.
Keep it light and keep it fun.
But this-
What about your wife and roses?
Yeah.
Look, my wife knows I love her, Julia, baby. You know,
Well, I don't know what to say right now.
Omar, this woman is bad news. Julia has reports that Savannah's bad news. And look,
Julia needs to stop listening to other people and listen to her husband.
I have
Omar-
to stop
All right,
listening
baby.
to
Omar,
other
you just
people.
sent the roses
just-
to not your
you
wife.
basically just cheat. You just told us you're cheating on your wife. So what's going on?
That was just a little thank you gift for all of the work and all the
A
future
little
work.
thank
Oh,
you gift,
no.
and with
No.
I
a
don't get it.
winky
No, I'm
face.
I got to tell you something, Omar. There's no guy who doesn't want to get in trouble with his wife that's sending another woman flowers for anything.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not okay. Although
Well, it
I
was
mean,
just a thank you gift, all right?
No, but
you know how slow this summer has been, all right?
bro, I'm
I
just
don't
telling
think
you.
it's
Dogs are keeping this
But you're
afloat.
Julie makes a great point. You're
yeah.
yelling at us.
Right.
You're yelling at us. So you're clearly
Upset and
you're shielding some
busted.
guilt here. What's going on, Omar?
Well, look,
You're yelling at us.
baby, nothing is happening, all right? These were just thank you flowers. I mean, they're free. I didn't spend any money. I spent money on you, baby. Come on.
So, and you couldn't send me. I mean,
you're
it's
guilty.
the thought, it's the gesture that counts, and you didn't even consider me. You said her name right away, and you think I'm supposed to just believe that?
Yeah, Omar, there's a problem. You should not be going over to this woman's house, not doing any more work. I don't think you should be. And Julia, do you agree?
I got to run my business.
Yes,
I don't
I
think how to run
agree.
your business.
No, you can find business elsewhere. And
Baby,
if this
you know
is
how
if
slow it
this
has been,
business is going
Julia?
to be affecting our relationship, our marriage, then maybe you shouldn't be taking it.
Look, baby, you need to calm down, all right? You're being paranoid.
Don't tell me to
Get off-
calm down, and don't tell me that I'm paranoid. I think it's very. I think if it was the other way around, and you saw my car in some dude's driveway without telling you why I was there to begin with, and you had to ask me, you would be feeling exactly the same way.
but baby, I've done work there before. You know I sometimes go back and fix things. This is all in your mind. You're making stuff up, and then you're being instigated by these people.
But it's not,
they're just doing
it's not only about them. It's not only, Omar, stop. It's not only about them, okay? It's about her, how she is. The way she carries herself, her demeanor. I see how she dresses. She's very attractive. It's not only that.
I can't control. I don't go to clients and tell them, hey, dress this way while I work for you.
Is this supposed to be helping your case in any way?
Omar.
You know what? No, I'm sorry.
I
this
can't
is
help
ridiculous. I can't believe. No. I'm not arguing about this over the phone with you.
Listen, baby. Okay, you know what, baby? I'm out. We'll talk at home. All right, I'm done. I got to finish some work.
Oh, we're done too.
Yeah,
Trust
Omar,
me.
we're hanging up on you and letting
Bye.
you go. Julia, we have a problem with the
Thought he'd
Savannah.
never go.
I would get to Savannah. I mean, why
Yeah.
don't you get to Savannah and tell her you know what's going on and see if she combusts?
Good idea.
But you were astute. You heard defensiveness in his voice.
I know.
And he raised his voice. And I don't like it.
I don't either.
Does he always
sorry.
call you baby that many times?
I don't like it. I mean, it always feels like he needs to do that in order to apologize about something.
All right. So, we've gotten as much information as we can. Thank you for reaching out to us, and good luck to you.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Ugh.
I think he's cheating.
I do too. You want gavel now? Or gavel later?
Well, I mean, you're going to know what my gal was going to say. I don't know that anything is going to change my mind. Sometimes I just feel it based on the intonation
of the guy, right?
Yeah.
Of him, right? And how panicky he got right
That's
away.
right. Ryan's Roses. This is really interesting.
Yes.
And I don't know how it's going to go.
Uh-huh.
But let me tell you what happened. So we got this email. It says, Ryan and Ellen, my husband and I have been married for a little over 4 years. I've been feeling that something is wrong with us.
Oh.
There are little things that I've noticed recently. He's constantly sending and receiving text messages. He added a password to his phone. And I know it's because he doesn't want me to look at it.
Oh.
The other day when I was in the shower, I was able to get to the phone before it locked and saw some dating apps that he had downloaded. I didn't look anymore because I got scared.
Oh, you should have gone full in investigation.
I'm scared, but I need to know what's going on. That's Karen in Santa Monica. So we have Karen on the line. And what we did is we had Tanya go on this dating app and basically fish for him.
Okay.
And she found him.
Oh.
So Karen, she did engage. I don't know how much you know yet, Karen, but she did engage with your husband.
Wow. Okay.
And I have their first exchange. I'm just going to read it because we're going to call him, and he's expecting her call. So we're going to that call is going to be Tanya on the air here. So let me read this exchange. It says, your husband says to Tanya, you're a stunning woman, and you look like you know how to have fun. Are you in the fashion industry? That's what he says to Tanya. So Tanya says, haha, you're sweet, and you're not so bad yourself. What are you up to? Your husband says, I suppose I should go to the gym tonight, but I'd rather see you. Tanya says, tonight's no good, but I do want to see you. What's your number? Your husband gives out his number. Tanya says, I'll call you tomorrow. Let's get together this weekend. Your husband says, I can't wait.
Ew.
So, I mean, he's guilty.
Karen.
Already.
Oh my God.
He's in his mind, he's not totally with you. So we're going to call him and we're going to address this head on with him now. Tanya's actually going to make the call to him and talk to him for a little bit. And then we're going to tell him what's happening. But Karen, I need you to say that we have your permission to call whatever your husband's name is on Kiss FM.
You absolutely have my permission to call my husband on Kiss FM.
What's your reaction to this exchange?
Yeah.
I'm devastated. I'm sorry, guys. I saw the app on his phone and
We got Karen's permission to call her husband. And if you're just joining us, she sent us an email saying, I think something's going wrong in my marriage. And so she said, I think that my husband he's maybe flirting on a dating app. So we put Tanya up on this app. She sets her account up. They engage. They have an exchange. The exchange goes back and forth. They basically agree to meet up this weekend. And Tanya says, I'll call you to make the plans.
Right.
So now this is that call.
Oh, he gave it
He's
up.
expecting that call. So we know he's cheating. He's cheating. He's psychologically cheating. I mean, what's the difference, right? If you're flirting with somebody on a dating app and you're married, that is not committed to your spouse.
But what number is Tanya on this flirting expedition he's
How
on?
many is he engaging with?
Like,
don't know.
And we don't know that he hasn't.
But he's all of a sudden available this weekend to meet up with Tanya.
Right.
So we're calling him now. Karen, hang on one sec. Be very quiet because we want to hear what the exchange goes, how the exchange goes, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Hello, this is Andrew.
Hi, Andrew. It's Tanya.
Hey, Tanya.
Hi. Sorry to call you this early.
No,
Is this a bad time?
no. It's just I wasn't expecting your call.
What are you doing?
Just getting ready for work.
Where do you work?
I work in Santa Monica at a brokerage firm.
I live over on the west side.
Oh, you do?
Uh-huh. We should get a drink this weekend if you're around.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds great. What day were you thinking?
I mean, do you work on the weekends?
My schedule's flexible. I mean, there's a lot of I could work around it. Yeah. What day is good for you?
Saturday would be great for me.
Saturday? Yeah, Saturday night for drinks.
Andrew, it's Ryan Seacrest and Ellen K.
Hi.
Yeah, I need you to know your voice is being broadcast on the radio, and your wife, Karen, is on the phone. What are you doing making plans to meet Tanya as a married man? Andrew, are you there? Andrew. Karen, are you there?
I'm here.
Karen.
I think he's hung up. Did he hang up?
Yeah, he's gone.
Okay,
Oh my
so
God.
was that your husband? Was that his voice?
Yes.
Well, there's a big problem
Yeah,
here. Number one,
huge.
we saw this coming with the exchange. I mean, the exchange that Tanya and your husband had, that is not okay. Is that what he does? Is he work at a brokerage firm on the west side?
Yeah, he does actually.
And
I can't-
he acted like he had no commitment in the
Yeah,
world.
like he's
whatever, my
at
schedule's
home
flexible. I can do
getting ready.
whatever. And he's
Yeah.
going to meet with her this weekend. And then he hung up on us.
This is so humiliating.
This just makes me wonder how many married guys or girls are doing this.
And how many times has he done it? I mean, Karen, have there been weekends where you've been like, that's a red flag. That's
and
weird. Why is
Tanya,
he
how many
here with me?
exchanges did you have? You didn't have that many exchanges with the guy to make plans.
Yeah, no.
I don't know. I mean, I've noticed that, a lot of the time recently he just disappears and I don't see him for hours.
Well, Tanya's never met him, so it's not
right. So it's not her.
It's not her. She hasn't
No.
met him yet.
Oh,
But
I know.
I mean, that was remarkable how
Yeah.
quickly he just jumped in to make
Yeah.
plans. What would you guys be doing this Saturday? Wouldn't you be together? Like, where does he think what's his alibi?
I don't know, but we have plans this weekend. I mean,
So you have plans this
So
weekend.
how would he
he's
break
going to have to
them?
break the plans.
I just,
Karen, we're gonna let you go. You need to. I don't know. You need to track him down right now. Good luck. Okay.
okay, thanks a lot.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
I mean,
Come
well,
on.
first of all, Tanya, I don't know about your game.
Yeah.
Oh. Excuse me.
You barely could get a word out.
That's how you're supposed to play cool.
No, that was not. I don't know how cool that was.
That was really cool.
That was not cool for the summer.
Excuse me. I
All
get
right.
a lot of dates. Thank you very much.
Oh, it's remarkable
Wow.
too. All right, it's time for Ryan's Roses. Here is the public service. Let me just read you the email.
Okay.
It says, on Monday night, I went to drop off a gift for my husband's birthday at his office. I wanted to surprise him when he got to work in the morning. But when I got there was already a gift on his desk from another woman. I was looking at the box. It was a medium-sized box with a note that said, a little something for both of us, Heart Mandy.
Oh.
That's not good.
That's not good.
That's not good. I didn't say anything to my husband. Maybe I should have. But what if he lies to me and I never know what's really going on?
Ooh, I wonder what was in that box.
Well, that note makes my heart drop,
Yeah.
right?
Unless they like have a favorite pig out food at work, and she's a coworker, and so she's
heart.
giving it to him. But yeah, that's
you don't
true.
heart anybody.
Yeah, you don't. You're right.
Right? You don't heart people.
You don't.
If you're married. Right?
But I would heart you.
You would?
Yeah.
All right, but would you give me a small box that's gift wrapped nicely?
I mean, I would say that it was for both of us. It was something that I was going to like also.
Okay, well, Lindsay, maybe this is just a coworker.
I don't know. I mean, I've just been through a lot in my love life, and I've been cheated on before, and I just never thought that like he would have any type of thing with anybody else. We're still in the honeymoon stage. I mean, we got married in May in my parents' backyard. Like everything's been going great. We've been really happy. Every morning is happy. Every night is happy. And then when I saw that box, I just something in my gut just said like.
And you haven't addressed it with him at all.
No, I didn't even drop off the gift I had planned for him. My heart sunk. I mean, I've been here before, you know, I know it. You know, you can just feel it. You can feel it.
What do you mean you've been here before? You've been hurt before? You've been cheated on?
Yes, by people in the past, and I just know it. You know, you just know it in your gut. You can feel it when something just shatters your whole world. You're like, okay, then this is it. Yeah. You know,
is there a woman named Mandy that works with him?
Yeah, she's I don't. I've never really talked. I don't know. I'm not sure. But I was like, what is this? Like, he's never talked about her before to me. You know, when we went to dinner on his birthday on Tuesday night, and I was like, how's work? You know, and he was like, everything's great. He was completely normal. So I feel crazy bringing it up to him because I don't want him to think I'm insecure or jealous. But I haven't been. I haven't been with him. But now I am, and I can't stop thinking about it.
And that's the worst feeling. All right.
I feel like the panic she's felt before in her past relationships is all balled up into this like horrible nervous feeling, and she's making it worse for herself.
Right. She's so anxious. Lindsay, what color was the box?
It was red and pink.
What size was it?
It was, you know,
shirt box, square box, candy box?
Square box. So it wasn't candy because I shook it, and it didn't
Was it light like a garment?
My head went straight to that.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right.
I couldn't tell it without unwrapping it, and then I just panicked, and I didn't want to be opening stuff, and I just left, and I left with my gift, and I just gave it to him when we got home, and I just something feels. Why did she put a heart? You know, what is that about?
Yeah, she said heart, Mandy.
Heart,
okay.
Mandy.
What is? I need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and then whatever his name is on Kiss FM.
Ryan, you have my permission to call.
On Kiss FM.
On Kiss FM.
Okay, we're going to bring Patty in here. And Patty's going to offer him some roses. We want to see if he sends them to you, or Mandy's the other woman's name, or anybody else, right? I mean, let's see who's top of mind.
Wow.
And, of course, what he writes on the card, all right?
Okay.
Okay. Good luck.
Thanks.
Hello.
Hi, may I speak to Ernie?
This is Ernie.
Ernie, hi, my name is Patty, and I'm calling from Jessica's Flowers. Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. I don't normally. Is this telemarketing?
No. I'm actually calling you because you've been chosen to receive a free dozen roses. They're completely free. I think a few months ago you may have purchased something online, and you opted to receive promotions and gifts. And here I am calling you. Hopefully you can take advantage of this promotion where you get a free dozen roses that you can send to whoever you want today at no charge, free delivery as well.
Okay. I don't normally accept calls from people I don't know, but I mean, if you said I signed up for something.
Yeah, you may have done that a few months ago when you purchased something online, like I said. And today I'm calling.
There's no catches or anything like that with this?
Come again?
There's no catches with anything like this, with this or anything?
No, not at all. I mean, what you can do for me is just refer me to your friends and family, and I can, I can give you up to maybe 4 free bouquets that I can provide to friends and family after you decide to order from me today.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, it's a free bouquet of roses. You can't go wrong with roses, and they're completely free, including delivery. And you'll be able to make somebody happy today.
You know what? This sounds like you sound honest enough to me. I could do something for you, and I wouldn't mind taking some roses from you.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate your help. This helps me. I just opened my flower shop. So this is
Well,
really
this will help
helpful.
me
Thank
too.
you.
I only have one person that I would send these to.
Oh, and who is that?
I would love for you to send them to my wife, Lindsay.
Lindsay. And how is that with SEY or SAY?
SAY. LANDSAY.
And what do you want to put on the note? We write it. We have a nice little note that we write.
You can make it simple. Just love Ernie.
Hey, Ernie, it's Ryan Seacrest and Ellen Kay.
Hi,
Your
Ernie.
voice is being broadcast on the radio. We've got your wife on with us as well, and she asked us to call you.
Hey, Ernie.
Okay.
So
Hello.
she found a box on your desk that said a little something for both of us, Heart Mandy, for your birthday, and she is rightfully concerned about that. Can you explain that?
Sure. Oh, hold on. I'm just trying to recall it in my mind. This is, I got my coworker, Mandy, gave me a box for my birthday. It was a little birthday present. What was in it?
Yeah.
Oh, it was this little personalized calendar.
How's that something for both of you?
Well, because, she's like silly. We're good friends at work. And then there's like quotes. I work in medical collection. And so it's a bunch of quotes from like customers about why they didn't pay their bills. It's like a silly, funny little gift.
That is funny.
Yeah, that's actually really sweet. I might get on one of those.
I mean, that's kind of
Thanks for the
genius.
idea. All right, so Lindsay, it sounds like good news here. It sounds like you have nothing to be worried about.
Okay.
Ernie, you're not attracted to Mandy, are you?
Or do you not like the fact that he's getting a gift from her?
I don't know. I mean, like, that's really creative, and they have this inside joke, and it's, like, sweet, and I don't know. It makes me feel jealous. And is she married? Like, what's her story?
No, I mean, I don't know why you didn't just tell me about this. I don't get it. I mean, she's really sweet. She's just a really good friend. I mean, no, she's not married, but I mean, it doesn't really matter. I don't know why that would matter.
But I guess.
I mean, she might be asking you. She might be like.
Maybe she's flirting with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is she hitting on you? Maybe she is. I guess, Ernie, your wife is just a little bit uncomfortable, and she's had some bad experiences in the past.
You're having laughs with someone at work and having fun.
Right. Yeah. So you need to be aware of that. All right.
Oh, totally. No, look, I love Lindsay. I love you, and I had no idea that you saw it or thought anything of it. I mean, I'm not thinking about anybody else at all. She's just a friend. I don't see what the problem would be. But if you have a problem with it, I would love to talk to you about it and get it all on the air.
Well,
I love you.
I mean, if the tables were turned, you would expect the same, Ernie.
Of course.
Well, listen, we're going to let you guys work this out together, but it sounds like you have nothing to worry about. Okay, Linz?
Okay. Thanks, Ryan.
Okay,
thanks,
guys. And Ernie, thanks for the idea. It's great.
It's a great
calendar idea. It's time for Ryan's Roses. It is a public service. If there's something going on, you can't get to the bottom of it. Let me read this email from Yolanda. We'll try and help you out in Ryan's Roses. It's Puente Hill. She says, Ryan and Ellen, I had a birthday party for my husband's grandmother last week. I was in the kitchen making some drinks when my husband's brother started talking to me. At first, it was just normal conversation. Then he tells me he thinks my husband is cheating on me. When I asked him why, he simply said, I know my brother. I know guys. That's all I'm going to say. You do with it what you want. He was not drunk when he was telling me this, so he was fully aware of what he was saying. I haven't confronted my husband because I really have no evidence. I think Ryan's Roses can give me the answers I need. So an uncomfortable conversation.
Totally.
To have there. Yolanda's on with us now. Yolanda, how are you?
Hi, Ryan. Good. And you?
Good. So I'm just wondering, I mean, as I said earlier, nothing great comes out of this, right? Because either there's a pot being stirred, or something's truly going on.
And that statement, I know guys, I know my brother. Like, how horrible. Then he doesn't give you any more?
No, anything. And seriously, I feel like I want to cry. I don't want to sound silly, but this is concerning me. I mean, we have 3 kids. I love my husband. And then Raul just, I don't know, he planted a seed, and I don't know what to do. That's what I'm calling you guys.
How long have you been with your husband?
We have been together for 6 years. And, you know, I don't want to believe like he's cheating on me, but I know Raul wasn't totally wasted, you know, but sometimes we say, when you're drunk, kids and drunk people say the truth, right? So that's why it also concerns me, because it's, oh, if he was kind of drunk.
He was or wasn't?
He wasn't wasted, but he was drinking.
Okay.
All right.
But no other signs, like...
You know, I don't know, like, I don't know if because we have the kids, so of course, like, we are not as romantic. We don't have, like, that passion anymore, but I don't think that's, like, a reason. We're just tired, working, busy, kids, everything, but I thought we are happy.
Okay. All right, let's get to Yolanda right now. And Patty's in here. She's going to offer Yolanda, she's going to offer your husband some flowers. We want to find out who he sends them to and what he puts on the card, okay?
Yeah.
I just need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and then whatever his name is on Kiss FM.
Ryan, I'm giving you all the permission to call him and permission to Kiss FM. Please do it.
Okay. Here we go. What is his name? Okay. All right. Good luck. So, yeah. Married, 3 kids.
Mm-hmm.
Let's find out what's going on.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Armando?
Yeah, this is Armando.
Armando, good morning. My name is Patty, and I'm calling from Sarah's Flowers. How are you?
I'm doing all right, Patty. What's up?
I have a promotion going on this morning where you can get a free dozen roses plus free delivery at no charge to you. All you have to do is just go ahead and give me the name of the person you want to send them to, and we write a cute note, and they get delivered today before lunchtime. I am doing this to 5 customers today at no charge, like I said. And it's only because I want to promote my delivery service. I just opened my flower shop about 2 weeks ago, and I think this is a good opportunity to show the people in the area what I have here.
Sounds nice. But isn't it a little early to be sending roses right now, or am I just crazy?
Well, I'm trying to get them out early to ensure that that the person you want to send them to gets them by lunchtime today.
Okay,
I apologize if it's too early, but I can assure you, once you're the person using the flowers who gets the flowers, you're going to be very, very happy.
I like it. Yeah, send them to my wife, my wife Yolanda.
Okay, and what do you want to put on the note for her?
Just have a good day, Armando.
Armando, it's Ryan Seacrest and Ellen Kay.
Hi.
Your voice is being broadcast on the radio. I need you to know that. And we've got your wife Yolanda on the line. Yolanda, can I tell him why we're all on the phone?
Yes, Ryan.
All right. So, Armando, here's the story. Your brother, apparently the other day, at your grandma's family gathering, I guess your brother comes up to your wife and says that you're cheating on her. And then he says he knows you. He knows this is something you would do. And then that's all he said. He left the room. So why would your brother say that to your wife, bro?
So mean.
I don't, that doesn't surprise me. My brother really said that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not surprising.
Well, why is that not surprising? I'd be pissed.
No, he just, it's something he does. He just does stuff like that baby, can my wife hear me right now?
Yeah.
Babe, don't even worry about that. No one listens to him in the family. He's just kind of bitter. He's unhappy. He just likes to stir things up. That's what he wants. He wants us to be talking about this, so it doesn't surprise me.
Wait, why does he want you to be talking about this? Is there truth to it, Armando? Have you done it before? Are you doing it now? Will you do it again? What's the deal?
No, never. I've been married 6 years. I never cheated my wife. I still love her. I love her, so that's never happened. He just wants the attention on him. Like, he's my younger brother. He kind of just been trying to follow my footsteps for his whole life, and he just wants to, like...
Amanda, but this is very serious. He can destroy our family. And then he told me, you know how well I know Armando, and he even told me, and I know guys, and, at first I thought he might be joking, but then I've been like so concerned for our relationship, for our family, our kids, and I mean this is serious. He can't be joking with these things. I know he's crazy or whatever, but I mean either you need to talk to him or we need to do something, because if this is not real, we have to do something. Otherwise, could you imagine if I just go crazy and then we get into this huge fight? But instead of, I just thought on calling, Ryan and try to see if I had some evidence that we need to do something.
No, I'm glad you called, babe. But just listen to the way you're talking. It's crazy because that's what he wants. If he heard this on the radio right now, he'd be laughing his pants off because this is what he wants to hear. So don't even buy into it. Don't even think about it. You and I are good. We will always be good. I'll talk to him. I'll try to talk some sense into him. But dude is crazy. I can't really talk sense to him because he just does whatever he wants to do because that's what he's been doing for the last.
Yeah, but could you imagine if one of our kids is listening to this and then they're thinking, oh, well, daddy's cheating on mom?
No. Our kids know what our relationship is good. No, we still love each other. We still hold hands. We still kiss in front of them. They know what's up. The kids are smart. They can see what's going on.
So Armando, Yolanda, do you believe him?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Then listen, Armando, I mean, I'd have more fuel in my blood about my brother starting that kind of mess.
You got to shut him down.
I mean, he's messing with your family.
Yeah.
So you got to get into that, and you got to get into that ferociously.
And one more note, Armando, not to be picking, but maybe when you send flowers to your wife, you could say, "I love you, baby. You're my life," something.
All right, but I believe Armando, Ellen.
I do too, but have a good day, Armando.
The man's being crossed by his own brother.
Have a good day, Armando. I would rather not get flowers.
Well, that's not the point.
Okay.
All right, the point is he's got a real issue with his blood.
All right.
Okay? Armando, Yolanda, good luck with everything. Hi to the kids. Happy Labor Day weekend.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
And on the way to talk, this is serious, please. Thank you, guys.
You're still discussing.
Right. Do you believe Armando? And what would be motivating his brother to do that?
Jeez.